Hello and welcome to My Xbox and Me, episode 67. I am one of your hosts, MC Fixer, alongside my Spanish meatball, Joseph.
What's up, man? How are you? 67 doesn't sound right. Or are we sure? Are we sure on the 67 mark?
No, definitely not. It could be 68.
All right, cool.
Let's check. 1 second. Give me a second. How you been? You been all right?
You know what? I've been really, really busy with school and stuff.
We're on 77. I don't know.
We're on 70.
That makes
I knew
sense.
it in my mind.
That makes sense.
Because Joseph would never forget any episode close to 69. I wouldn't allow myself.
77 is where we're at. Oh my goodness! What was I about to do?
I don't know. Talk about old news is what I think we're gonna do.
Yeah, I haven't sent you the show notes.
Nope. Don't worry, we're gonna go on the fly on this episode.
I'm having a mare. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
I did dinner today. And so I did sausage and mash. And typically you have sausage, mash, peas, gravy. Haley got in. She's like, "Where's the peas?" And I'm like, "I knew I forgot something." And then she's like, "Are you going to do some gravy?" I'm like, "Well, I don't have gravy, so you can do it yourself." I've been all over the place this week. It's been bad. It's been really, 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 really bad.
What a lovely, lovely fiance she has.
To proper BO in the chat, it says it was 76 last week, so clearly knows that I am all over the place this week. Yep, Joe, you've been all right. You've been okay, yeah?
I'm surviving. Yep.
Just surviving. What is going on?
Finals, school. It's awful. Don't do it. College is just debt and depression and anxiety. You don't need any of it.
Depression, anxiety.
Yeah. Just be your own entrepreneur, kids. If life's taught me one thing.
That's what I've been trying to do all these years,
just obey the rules.
It hasn't worked out for me yet.
Whatever you gotta do. You know what I have done this week is watch a bit of the Fast and the Furious movies.
What do you mean a bit? You've not seen them?
I've never seen any Fast and the Furious movie.
You're a piece of shit. Wow. And I let you on this podcast? What was I thinking?
I'm just waiting until they get good. Because up until now, the first one's okay.
You need to get to about 5 then.
What's that?
You need to get to number 5.
Yeah, no, I haven't gotten to 5 yet.
Yeah,
everybody says that is the pinnacle, so I'm watching that tomorrow.
To be fair, I like 1.
Yeah, 1 was okay.
I actually quite like 2. Everyone hates 2, but I actually like 2. Because it was the first one. You know what? This is the wrong podcast for that. This is My Xbox and Me. This week's episode of My Xbox and Me is brought to you by mcfix.co.uk and Poly Games. Also, this episode is brought to you by, of course, the lovely, the amazing Mike Lynch. And Mike says the same thing because he still hasn't got back to me with a new ad read. Joe, what? I'm thinking we might just have to cut this kid off, you know what I mean? I'm joking. If push comes to shove, I'll be writing the next ad. But it says, "Hey guys, Mike Lynch here, and I'd like to tell you about my YouTube channel. I bring you fresh and exciting brand new gameplay every week. So please head over to www.youtube.com/Mike Lynch. Back to you, Fixer and Kev, but you're not Kev. So back to you, Fixer and Joe."
Yeah, he says he brings you brand new gameplay every week. He's not giving us a brand new ad read to read.
Every month? Come on, Mike.
You got one job, Mike. One.
Well, that and creating content.
Yeah, that and not playing the ukulele.
That and not you playing the ukulele. Exactly. Joe.
Yes.
What's been in your box this week, sir? What have you been playing?
The first time in my life I could say this. Absolutely nothing.
Really?
It's been that sad. It's been that depressing. But I tell you what I have done.
Okay.
I've repped my Xbox and Me, and I think I made him proud. Because on Friday, we had this stream. This Mario Kart 8 stream.
Oh, what? You mean the stream that you started shouting out like 20 different channels at the end of last week's episode?
Yeah. And let me tell you, I made each and one of those 20 different channels my little girlfriend. Because here's what I did, right? I'm an Xbox guy. I'm not a Nintendo nerd. I went onto their battleground, okay? I went to their field, their game, and I embarrassed all of them. Looking at you, Josh. I beat Josh a few times.
So
Josh
short
Graham.
answer is you didn't play any Xbox games.
No.
You're irrelevant then, and I'll tell you something, Joe. Me either. Okay. I haven't played a single Xbox game either, but I've kind of played an Xbox game. Okay. It's a game that's on Xbox. I didn't play it on Xbox just because of convenience sake, though. I played it on my PC, but I played for the first time ever. I played a Batman game, so I played Batman Origins.
Oh, you started with the bad one?
No, okay. This is where so I think you guys went in with such preconceptions of like the Batman games that when you got to that, you were like, "Oh, this is terrible." I really enjoyed it. Like I've completed it now, thoroughly enjoyed it. Literally just did the story, nothing else. Don't care about Riddler. Don't care about these Ignimus or whatever his name is. Right. Don't care. No, I'm literally I was planning for that story. I had a ton of fun. A ton of fun. So I did hear that when it came out, it was quite buggy.
Yes.
So I didn't actually experience that, which is interesting. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with Batman, and I've now moved on to what's the next one? Arkham Asylum.
Arkham Asylum. Okay.
Yeah, which Asylum is the best one.
Yeah. The thing about that series is they're all solid. Except for Arkham Knight in the story department, but like all of them are solid.
Yeah, see, I'm playing them for the story. I'm not playing them for anything else. And I like the combat, obviously. Yeah. But I'm enjoying it. I've learned that I don't like Batman, Bruce Wayne. What? He's an arsehole to Alfred. He's an arsehole. Every 2 seconds, Alfred, don't call the police. Do you know what I mean? And then like Alfred's out here trying to help. Like, Master Wayne, please just come home for Christmas dinner. And he's like, Alfred, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't like Batman, I'll be honest with you. But
now how did you like Troy Baker as the Joker?
I'd already heard him before.
Right.
But because I actually
did a great job.
Oh, amazing. Him, Nolan North done a great Batman, even though I hate Batman. But yeah, Joker, awesome. It was awesome. Like I say, I enjoyed the game. I really did enjoy what I played. So,
see, to me, like why the Arkham games are so great is Mark Hamill is the Joker to me. So just hearing him in those games, it's amazing. I love his laugh.
Yeah, I've just started Asylum, and it is very like, yeah,
okay, yeah.
Okay.
I love Mark Hamill. He's amazing.
Joe, let's get into the topic of the show this week, and the title of this episode is "Are single player games dead?"
Whoa, okay.
And the topic of the show this week is Phil Spencer has committed to single-player games. So for those who don't understand this story, I will read it to you. With games like Rainbow Six Siege, Star Wars Battlefront, and Street Fighter V, it is seen that multiplayer-only games are here to stay. And some fear that the big-budget single-player campaigns may be a thing of the past. Recently, Xbox boss Phil Spencer echoed this in an interview to The Guardian, stating that the audience for big single-player projects is shrinking. The audience for, and I quote, the audience for those big story-driven games, I won't say isn't as large, but they are not as consistent. You'll have things like Zelda or Horizon that come out and they do really well, but they don't have the same impact that they used to have because of the big service-based games are capturing such a large amount of the audience. So these first-party studios do a lot of these games and they are good at them. But outside of that, it's difficult because it's more rare. It's a difficult business decision for those teams. You're fighting into more headwind, end quote. I think an important thing to say here, if I'm correct, which I could be incorrect, which is really shitty of me considering I'm giving you news about this, but...
Well, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, whatever. But they were talking about, obviously, single-player games. Right. And they were talking about Xbox Games Pass a lot. which I think what Phil was saying was he was going to make Game Pass. It makes more sense for these Street Fighter Siege type of games that you pay your monthly fee and you'll get them every month, where it doesn't make sense with big story-driven games. Taking all that out, whatever. Phil Spencer later went on to say via Twitter 2 days ago that, and I quote, we want SP success, in my opinion. Like great games doesn't mean genre is healthy. I want to find models/tools to help, which I think he's alluding to Xbox Game Pass in this. So for me, it's a case of, and I don't know if you agree, but single player games are where it's at. That's the reason I game is for story driven single player games. It's something that the industry seems to be moving away from, except for Sony, which you've got to give credit where it's due. Horizon Zero Dawn, probably my game of the year so far this year. Next to that, Resident Evil 7. Maybe I will go back and play on both, and there'll be plenty more coming out soon. But story-driven single-player games are not as I don't know.
You know what it is?
Hit me.
They're not as profitable.
Which is what Phil's saying.
Yeah, and from that point, I think here's the first time I'm ever going to disagree with our Supreme Leader Phil, because I disagree a tremendous amount. I feel like single-player games are making a resurgence, if anything.
Okay.
All these games that we're looking at and that we talk a lot about are single-player games. Like all the games we've talked about this year that are big hits, they're all have a single-player focus. Whether that's Resident Evil, whether that's Horizon, Zelda, Mass Effect, for better or for not, all these big, huge titles. Nier Automata is another great example.
Wrong podcast.
Well, but yeah, like the single player experience, it's alive and well. And what Phil is trying to say is, for monetarily, yes, they're going to make a lot of money, but down the road, it's those service-based games that are going to continue making profit, where single-player games will just, they'll have their hit, they'll sell every now and again when you put them on sale, but other than that, they're not going to sell anything.
What I think is the case of, there is no... we'll use Rainbow Six, for instance. Rainbow Six comes out, and it done okay.
Right.
And then it just kept building, and kept building, and kept building, and kept building. And then they go, all right, we're not even doing another game. Here's year 2. So, and then it keeps building, where you don't get that with use Resident Evil. I don't want to keep saying Horizon because it's not even on the Xbox platform, but you don't get that with a Resident Evil 7. They're trying to with this free DLC, but once that free DLC comes, we need Resident Evil 8. We're not going to keep building on Resident Evil 7. You buy your season pass, you get your little bit of extra content there. And then they're putting out this free story, more story-based piece of DLC. That's it, done. You paid your $60, you bought your season pass, or maybe you paid $80, done. It's over with. There's no more money to be made in a single-player world.
Right.
Where I don't personally think that means they're dead. It just means that maybe... I do agree with Phil with the fact of they need to find a new way of... building and marketing and making money from these games, whether that is Xbox Games Pass or EA Access or anything like that. Do you know what I mean?
I do, but that type of stuff always scares me. So when he says these games don't sell as well, I hate to use it as an example, but Horizon Zero Dawn is the best launched IP Sony has ever had in their history. So it's sold really well. When we look at Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, yes, because it's the only game on Switch, but at the same exact time, 9 out of 10 of the users have bought that game. The attach rate to that game is insane. So people want.
But it is the only game that's on the Switch.
There's Mario Kart 2. There's
whatever.
I'm not here to defend him. Miyamoto wants to come down, and he can do it. But the fact is, like, single player games, they do sell. Witcher 3, another great example, sold extremely well. Fallout sold extremely well. When we talk about monetizing and how to do that, the thing that I fear of, and maybe Phil has the best intentions, but it's the companies I don't know that will take advantage and strip things from that single player experience just so they can hold it behind a paywall.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that too with what we were talking about earlier. Batman Arkham City is a great example of DLC gone wrong. And so that's the thing that worries me is single player games, they're here to stay. And the service-based games, to me, have a ceiling, and eventually they're going to be tapped out. Because how many games are going to reach that critical mass when it comes to the community, and how long is that actually sustainable?
I think for me, it's a game, for instance, that I really, really, really want to go back to, but I just don't know where to start, is The Division. And for me, it's the case, that game, I was in it for a month. And when I mean I was in it, I mean I was
I was right there with you.
Grinding, every day streaming, grinding, doing it. And then I fell off because I couldn't keep up with the grind. They go back, they fix a few things, they work on the credits, they work on the tokens or whatever. I can't remember what the exact thing is now. And you can jump back in. And I feel like, for me, it comes down to mind. And there's just not enough mind sharing time for these games anymore. Like, I was literally just having a conversation with my brother-in-law, who's my game share, and he just messaged me saying, "Are we doing Are we doing Destiny 2 this year?" And I said, "Yes, we are doing Destiny 2. Yes, we are doing Destiny 2 this year." And he was like, "Are you sure? Because you fell off." I was like, "But I know what I'm getting into now, where it's going to be a hard grind in the beginning of it. And then you're going to come back and do your dailies. You're going to come back and do your weeklies. Then you're going to wait for that next piece of content." Which these service-based games, they keep your mind going of like, all right, come in, do my daily, come in, do my weekly. All right, then the new piece of DLC, or hopefully it's not DLC, it's just an additional content, will be here in next month. Boom. Then you move on to The Division. Got to do your dailies, got to do your weeklies. There's just not enough mindshare for all of these games. Yeah. I personally prefer and Proper BO says it in the chat perfectly for me, which is a single player game is better when it's short. If a single player game needs you to put hundreds of hours into it and it's not co-op, you lose the social side to gaming. Okay. I agree. I do agree. But I feel like I'm definitely changing as a gamer, definitely changing how I play games, where once upon a time, I wouldn't start the story stuff until I done all the side stuff and collectibles, so I was powerful and stuff like that. From now on, I'm done with that. I am same thing I did with Horizon, which is I plowed through that story, and if that story is compelling enough and amazing and I care for it, I will go back. And the gameplay, obviously, which is most important in any game, is the gameplay. If it's so that good, I will go back and be compelled to go back and do side quests. And that's the way it should be. You need to do a couple of side quests to level up, but don't keep me in the world too long just for the sake of it, which I feel a lot of single player games do.
Yeah. You know what? And so many people love this game, and my friend Dan especially, he loves this game. Persona 5 is a great example of a game that I look at, and I'm just like, never in my life, because one playthrough is over 100 hours long. No way, man. I can't dedicate that much time to things. The breaking point to me is if it's 50 hours, that's cool. I can do that. But like 100 is asking way too much as a mandatory thing. Like I've sunken hundreds of hours into Skyrim. Even every time I'm in the Best Buy, I'm like, oh, I should get that Skyrim remaster.
You said it perfectly.
But if it should be forced.
If it's a mandate, if it's mandated that I have to put in 100 hours into your game, then no thank you. Which exactly the same as you with Persona 5, where I played Persona 4 on the VR, which is where I feel like it's perfect because you're on the go, or do you know what I mean? And then I've got a PlayStation, and I'm like, Persona 5. I really want to play Persona 5, but I'm like, that's too much time.
It's too much.
That's too much time. I prefer more condensed and concise story-driven games. And so the answer to the question of, is single-player games dead, Joe?
No,
definitely
not. No.
But are they going to have to change?
Yes, and we see companies already attempting that. You know, we like Resident Evil, great example of seeing single-player content being pushed after the game's release. Uncharted 4 is a great example of, okay, here's just another story, $40
in that world.
In that world, yeah.
I would. Destiny. Oh my god, I would cream my pants if they said, and I know we're kind of getting it with the Not a Hero DLC. Right. If they said, here's Resident Evil 7, you need Resident Evil 7 to play this, even if you have to keep Resident Evil 7, right, which you do with the Not a Hero DLC, I assume. But here it is, and we're telling Leon's story, and this is how Leon ties in. And here's Claire's story, and I would pay for them all day long. Do you know what I mean? Just to keep that world living. Oh my god!
Like Destiny also do what Destiny does as well, where it's, you know, have your expansions every couple of months, even if it's like a couple, you know, stories long or a couple missions. Do it. Keep it engaging, keep it interesting. And maybe that means you have a team and a B team, and the B team's working on the side stuff, and the A team's working on the big stuff. That's fine with me.
So where do you come down on having a expansion pass? A season pass and an expansion pack?
Fine.
Because for me, that's very, very, very frustrating. So it's like, I need to buy, so I'm buying a season pass, but that doesn't include expansions. I feel like if you're going to have expansions, you've got to do what The Witcher did, which was you get free DLC, which is your little bits and bobs. Here's a piece of armor, here's your horse crap, blah, 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 blah. And then here's your expansion. This is what you're paying for.
Well, then, you know, like I would say like this, for like, when it comes to like Resident Evil 7, right? Like
I was using Destiny, for instance, because that's where my brother-in-law got burnt the most.
Yeah, no, I understand you. Resident Evil 7, though, it would be like, okay, here's a season pass, and it covers character A's, involvement in the story, and then the expansion would be, okay, here's Leon's path and what he, you know, his whole entire arc throughout this one story revolving Resident Evil 7. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get it. I disagree, but I get it. But we can do that. We can disagree.
Yeah,
I hate you
when you're wrong.
That's perfect, even when you're wrong. But yeah, the short.
We kid around. We kid around. I fucking hate this guy.
I was gonna say.
What a fucking diva.
There's all hidden. There's hidden truths behind all the lies I say. Joe, should we jump into the news then?
Okay.
Right, there's not much. There's not much. I know,
it's been slow.
It's been a slow news week. But one piece of news that did come out is head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, spoke about a franchise that I love so much. Fable. Suggesting there may be more entries somewhere down the line. When asked on Twitter whether or not we will see Fable 4, Spencer replied, "Nothing to announce right now, but I do think the IP has a lot of places it could go." We all know we are getting Fable Fortunes, the free-to-play Hearthstone-like game, which is cool. But yes, please don't be done with the Fable IP. Just go and make Fable 4.
Just reboot the series.
You know what? Why not? Why not? I'm down.
Because I know
the heart. They got to keep the heart of what Fable is. But yeah, I'm down for that. A reboot, not a problem.
I know I said that last episode, and everybody must be asking, like, is Joseph's solution to everything rebooting it?
Rebooting.
Yes. But Fable, it makes the most sense where they have taken the story thus far has kind of been like, yeah, there's more places we can go, and since we've taken them all the shitty places, maybe we'll get something good. Because Fable 3 was awful. That ending was awful.
It wasn't. I don't think it's that bad.
Oh god, it was bad. And Fable Journey. Oh boy.
Never played it.
Oh boy, you should. And then we dust off that Connect. But like Fable 1 and 2, great games. Expand on that.
Leave my collects alone, all right? I'm down for that. I'm totally down for that. I'm good to hear the IP isn't dead, which is obviously very, very, very important.
To me personally, I doubt it's ever going to happen anytime soon.
What made you say that?
Because they totally dissolved Lionhead Studios.
But there's more studios out there.
Yeah, but like, how many teams does Microsoft seriously have under their belt? Like, they would have to really dev teams down to have a big squad again.
Could be second party.
Yeah, you could hand it off to someone else. That would be interesting. Ironically, hand it off to Peter Monahue's company. But I would love to see someone that isn't a total, complete bullshit face liar take this series and I'm supposed to talk nice about Peter Montague?
You're just supposed to talk nice about people. Your negativity is too much.
Here in Jersey, we do things a little differently here.
No. We do it differently over here in London, and I'll kick your ass. But on my podcast, Peter Molyneux is more than welcome. I'd love to hear him talk to you.
Oh, sure. And he could yell at me, and he could call me names, and I'll just bring up what was the game he called? Godex, and have a fun conversation. Anyway, but no, I would like to see that in prettier terms with a developer that I can trust. How about that? Because
that sounds better.
I don't know if I could put my trust in Peter. I'm a bald-faced fucking liar, Montague.
I'm so sorry, Peter Molyneux. I don't agree with him. I agree that you may have twisted the truth a little, but I don't put it the way he puts it. Next news story.
Okay.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider won't be announced at E3 later this year, which is actually next month, and I can't wait. This is a rumor, strictly a rumor. Turning Point shared information from the franchise senior community manager, Megan Marin, that says this won't be the case. This year will be a quieter. Sorry, and I quote: "This year will be a quieter E3 for Lara, but we're looking forward to catching up on her new adventure later this year."
All right.
Yeah.
Now we know Crystal Dynamics isn't going to make this game, right? It's the people behind Deus Ex.
Is that correct?
Pretty sure.
Are they not helping out with the Marvel Avengers game?
Nah, because I believe Crystal is doing the Avengers game.
Got ya. So I must have had them looked up then. Got ya. That makes sense. I'm super down for another Tomb Raider, of course.
Last two games, man.
Awesome.
That's a dev team that, holy shit. Talent.
Know what they're doing. Know what they're doing. Awesome. So I'm down for more Tomb Raider all day long. So please just give it to me. But that would have been a prediction of mine that we would have saw the Tomb Raider game at the Microsoft press conference.
You know what, dude? I can't wait till we do our predictions.
Our proper predictions week, yeah.
I'm going to just fucking throw them out there, man. I don't care anymore.
I want to win.
Being right. Oh, you want to win? Oh, dude, I'm throwing it out there. I'm throwing the goddamn kitchen sink.
I hate losing, and Kev won last year, so yeah, I want to win.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'll give it to you. I have no problem.
Thank you for that, no problem. Next piece of news: Modern Warfare Remastered might be getting a standalone release this summer. Yes, you heard it here. I'm sure Kevin Tarney is absolutely screaming right now in his headphones. Rumor. Gamefly listing suggests Modern Warfare Remastered will be available separately in July. I think it's probably a little bit too late. I think the people that would have bought that like day one have now either bought it already for that £80 rip-off piece of shit. And yeah, I will say that about a publisher because it's not a person. Activision, you thieving bastards.
Whoa.
Thieving bastards on this one.
Condemning thousands of people. I'm just calling one guy a liar.
No.
Right.
And they come out and said it wouldn't be released separately. We all assumed it would be at some point, and it's looking like, and again, take this as a rumor, looking like it will be released separately in July.
I don't think that's going to happen.
You don't?
Nah, I don't think so.
Why?
Just because, honestly, I don't see it happening. Like with it, like I feel like they'll save that for a game that needs it. Cough, cough. The next Infinity Ward title. The reason why I say it is because why did people buy that $80 version of the game? They bought it for that original Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really inflating the numbers of a game that would have sold even worse if it was not bundled. So they'll probably, to me, bundle it with a game that they don't have much faith in, if that makes sense.
So you think it'll get
to
bundled?
inflate the numbers? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not with this game, though.
No. I understand what you're saying.
With some game down the road, yeah, that they don't have a lot of faith in. Because I feel like that spoke to me volumes of how much faith they have in, I'm going to call them Neversoft because that's what they really are, Neversoft in making that Call of Duty game.
Fair enough. It wasn't a bad game. It was okay.
The single player was all right.
Yeah.
I loved the robot guy. Ethan, right, was his name?
Yeah. Ethan was better than... What's
Most
the
of the
one
cats.
from Titan? What's the one from Titanfall 2?
Oh, BT.
Yeah, Ethan was better than BT, but BT is... I've got a knock on my door, Joe. But BT was better than...
Don't let him in.
Whatever. Joe, fill some space for me. Talk.
All right, guys. So how's everybody doing? There's a knock on his door. We can only assume it's the worst. There's a hitman, hired to kill Corey. What are we going to do? Watching horror? Probably the case here. But what if Corey fights back? We don't know. We're all witnesses. Now we're all liable for something. Now are we going to get hunted, each and every one of us, one by one? Probably the case. Am I next? Probably. I'm probably a dead man. I'm fat. I can't run fast, and he's going to catch up.
Oh, God. What did he say? I don't know what he said, and I don't know what you've been saying.
I don't know what I was saying. I was just feeling blank air.
Oh, my God. Next news story. Paladins now available, free to play. Game description. Enter the fantasy world of technology in Paladins, a team-based shooter with strategy elements and deep character customization. Though a unique collectible card system, players can amplify. This sounds a lot like a game I know. Amplify their characters, cause set abilities to play exactly how they want to play. I'm not into these type of games at all, but it's a free to play. Why not check it out? We were low on news week.
It's made by High Res Studios. They're the guys that have made Smite, that MOBA you might have heard of that's on the Xbox One. You could check it out.
One that Crash loves.
I love Smite on PC. Smite's a great game. I mean, a Musin Cobb because I'm an asshole, and Freya because I'm a beast-ass Freya, and also Freya's kind of a dick. But they're a pretty good studio. I've heard mixed things about Paladins. Will I check it out? Maybe next week. This is supposed to be the thing that fights Overwatch, and I just don't see that happening.
No, nothing's fighting Overwatch. Even I know that, and I don't even care for the game.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you should. If I bought you that game, would you play it? Jesus, you gotta think that much. Forget it. Well, forget it.
What do you mean, play it?
Like if I paid for the PC code right now.
PC?
Absolutely.
No. I'm not playing on PC.
I've been trying to play it on Xbox One, and I just can't do it, dude.
I'll play on the Xbox all day long. Like anytime you scream you want to play, I'd jump on. Yeah,
it's so weird with a
I
controller.
play on the Xbox, not PC. What'd you take me for?
You just played Batman on the PC.
Don't you fucking dare call me out on my fucking where I play my games, all right? Don't you dare. I couldn't plug in the 360. That's why I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. The PC was sitting there and I couldn't do it, all right? So none of that talk. I'm done. All right? I'm done. All right. May's Game of Gold. Gia Sisters, Twisted Dreams, Director's Cut from May 1st to May 31st. Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris from May 16th to June 15th. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 from May 1st to May 15th. And Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga from May 16th to May 31st. Joe,
Okay.
Should we get into Fix the Sack?
Let's jump in that sack.
If you want to get into Fix the Sack, head over to my Xbox and Me podcast at gmail.com. Email in. We want to hear from you guys. And Joe, what? The people have come through for us this week.
Yes.
They've done it. They've come through, and I appreciate that.
I like it.
But why is it whenever we scream in the My Xbox and Me Facebook group, we get emails? Whenever we don't scream in that group, we get no emails. So every person who emailed this week is getting called out, because I expect to see your name every goddamn week from now on, all right?
Oh, boy. So you're going to yell at them even when they're doing something good?
Well,
I mean, you can
they're
yell
doing
at
something
BL.
good.
That's fine.
No.
We've
We've got a good email. So let's read this one. It says, "Hello, you sexy men.
Oh.
I hope you're having a great week so far and kicking butt and playing some games. Let's talk Call of Duty.
Boy.
With the announcement of COD World War II, do you think Activision are trying to rush out Sledgehammer's game to appeal to fans who hated Infinite Warfare, and loved Battlefield 1? Or was this the plan to release Sledgehammer's game this year all along? Also, going off what both EA and Activision have shown us so far, what do you think is more appealing game and will sell better, Star Wars Battlefront 2 or Call of Duty World War 2? It's just a guess, so don't try and avoid the answer. Corey, laugh out loud. Keep doing what you do, guys. Your glorious lover, the glorious one, Mr. Moody. So first things first, Mr. Moody, I expect an email every goddamn week from
every
you.
Fucking one.
Whoa. Don't swear, Mr. Moody, like that.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be a hype man here.
Okay, so let's bring it down like 4 notches, yeah? So when I say goddamn, I'm expecting more like...
Gosh darn.
That's better, thank you. Do you fucking, Mr. Moody? You better fucking do as you're fucking told, fella.
Whoa. I got really British.
Let's answer the question real quick.
All
I
right.
apologize for anyone listening to this in their car with their kids. I'm really sorry. So did Sledgehammer rush out? Was the game rushed out? No, I think this is the plan all along. Personally, I think pushing games forward is not that easy. You don't just push a game forward. It's been in development for probably the 3 years they get?
Yeah, 3 years.
3 years. They were always planning to go back to World War II. It probably didn't help that Battlefield 1 went this year. They probably thought they might have went next year, so there's a bit more competition. No, I just think this was what was on the roadmap. It probably helps that people enjoyed Battlefield 1, if anything, because now they're about, I enjoyed World War 1. Let's go to World War 2 now.
Yeah. It's I agree 100% what you said. A lot of people are trying to put the narrative down because it looks really nice on paper that for some reason, just because EA did it, Activision's now following suit. These plans are years in the making, sometimes 4, 5, 10 years in the making. They have a roadmap, just like how the MCU has, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Same with
just like any business. Any business has a roadmap. I have a roadmap of where I want to be in the next year.
Yeah, we're about to take a detour. Exactly.
Definitely, especially after this podcast.
Okay. But yeah, no, so this isn't an answer to Battlefield. Their ears been to the ground, and they're analysts and predictions out there that go, okay, in a few years we can stay on this path for a few years and then go back to normalcy with World War II. And we'll stay on that train for a few years, and then we'll go back to the Modern Warfare. It's going to be a nice big circle. You'll see it. Maybe they'll add in a different war here or there, but it's going to be mostly a few years World War II or Vietnam, and then modern day we'll make up a war with Russia, and then future it's getting out of hand, and then we'll go back to World War.
Yeah, I think, not being funny, it's been 9 years. You think they didn't notice they hadn't done it in 9 years?
Yeah.
They knew. Do you know what I mean? They knew. Next one was which will sell better, Battlefield 2 or Call of Duty World War 2? Call of Duty will outsell everything. That's not even a question.
Yeah.
I love game.
Better games, probably Call of Duty 2.
I probably think Battlefield will be a better game than Call of Duty. But
wait, you mean Battlefront?
Battlefront, sorry.
Oh, really? So because I'm a big Star Wars fan. You would think I would say it.
Yeah, Battlefront 2 will be a better game than Call of Duty World War 2, but Call of Duty will sell better.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think the opposite. I like the story that Sledgehammer has kind of outlined for us so far. So I'm actually more excited to see that, oddly enough, than Battlefront 2. So
you willing to bet on it?
Yeah, sure.
What are we saying? How much?
I don't know. How much of your fake currency equals like $10?
$10? We can just go. That's probably about £8.
Okay. Oh, that's nothing. How about like, I don't know, 25 pound Microsoft card or whatever.
Let's do it. Okay, and what are we going off? Are we going off critics, Metacritic? Where we IGN, GameSpot? Where are we going with this?
We're gonna do Metacritic, but of course not the audience side. We're gonna take it through the critical lens. So
critical side of Metacritic to see which game's better.
Yeah, you heard it here, folks.
Okay, $25 gift card
or quid. What is a quid? I don't even know.
Quid's a pound.
Okay.
All right, next email.
Is that like slang?
No, yeah, slang, yes.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Fixer and Joe. I would like to offer an olive branch to Joseph and personally welcome him to the My Xbox and Me community.
Oh,
I think we got off to a rocky start, and I would just like to apologize for all the things I've said about you.
Oh, God.
I think it's taken longer than most to accept you as a co-host, and I like it when it's like when your mum has a new boyfriend. You just find it hard to accept. They're going to be part of it, and you have to live with it. So I'm going to behave from now on.
Okay.
And I know you're a top guy and have a lot to offer the My Xbox and Me podcast. As always, love you. Proper BO. P.S.
Yeah.
Fixer, after just listening to the last podcast, episode 76, do you know what I like about Joseph? Fuck all. Bring it on, Joseph. I'm going to kick your ass in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Is that? I'll put the belt on the line, proper BL. I'll give you, you know what? I got a dress around here I could give to you. Because come what? September 9th? I'm going to take you out. I'm going to wine you. I'm going to dine you. I'm going to make you my little fucking girlfriend.
What is it with you making people your girlfriend?
I got a little lipstick for you upstairs. My sister-in-law, she loves nails. She'll do your nails for you. But come.
I just want to say, this is 100% the second best email we've ever got.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
100%.
Fuck you, proper BL.
I read this before the show, and I was like, I got all the way to the end. I got to the PS, and I was thinking, oh, now he's going to attack me.
Yeah.
And then he come for you again. I was like, this is the best. I'm sorry. This is the fucking best. You're a piece of shit, Joseph, and nobody likes you.
We'll see. We'll see. Give it a little spank.
Are you giving
kids
spanks
get
now?
out of line? Yeah, spank them.
Okay. We've got more emails. This one's for okay. It says, "Hi guys, just a quick one. How do you feel about the news that Remedy's next game is multi-platform? Do you think that this is a loss or a mistake on Microsoft part to not try and secure their next game as an exclusive, or does this fit into their current strategy of not focusing on exclusives that aren't first party? Your friend, Stephen Burton. Stephen, thank you for the email. Number one, I want to say fuck you, because where you've been all these weeks. We need your emails every week. My Xbox and Me podcast at gmail.com. Please and thank you. Love you. Be there. Nah.
Yeah.
To answer your question, if this is a Microsoft mistake, yes, they should have bought Remedy as soon as they released Alan Wake. As soon as Alan Wake was released, a phenomenal, in my opinion, single-player game, they need that in their catalog. Single-player, story-driven games, exclusively.
Oh, boy.
That's something Microsoft do not have.
Right.
And that's something Microsoft should have went after and pursued. They should have bought Remedy then before they were this powerhouse, obviously. They released Quantum Break, which was a unique single-player, story-driven game with a TV show that I enjoyed. Not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. Not everyone's cup of tea. But, yes, this is a huge mistake. Remedy is known as an Xbox, part of the Xbox family. And for them to be out there releasing games on PlayStation, big loss on Microsoft's part, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna say that there was somewhere down the line, an olive branch was given, from Microsoft, going, "Hey, Remedy, we really like you. We like this relationship we're doing. You want to continue it over here, make whatever you want." But Remedy probably thought they something else at that time and probably didn't take it. I kind of see it the similar. I see Remedy like I see Insomniac, how they're very close with Sony. They've made a lot of Sony games, but every once in a while they jump ship and they do something else. So like we saw with Sunset Overdrive and some VR games that they're testing out at the moment. They just like to just be themselves. So I think something was given or offered, but we just don't know because it's behind closed doors and the deal never went past the planning stages, I guess.
Possibly. I think Microsoft definitely tried. Don't get me wrong. But if we're talking hypotheticals and I don't know all this closed door stuff, which I don't, this is a huge mistake. The Remedy make awesome games.
They do.
And they should be exclusive to the Microsoft platform.
Yeah, Max Payne is amazing.
Okay. This email says, "Sup Fix, it's your boy Mike from People Playing Games. My question is a simple one. Injustice 2 or Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and why? XOXO." Thank you very much, Mike. Where have you been all these weeks? I need you every week. My Xbox and Me podcast at gmail.com. Keep those emails coming, please. Now, this is a simple one from me. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, 100%. Why? Because it's Marvel. And DC sucks.
Whoa, that's something.
They could be inferior games in every single way, shape, and form. Wouldn't matter to me.
Whoa.
Marvel, I enjoy. DC, I am trying. By playing the Batman games, I'm trying. I swear I'm trying. But Batman just isn't a likable character right now.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Alfred, on the other hand, love him.
Oh, yeah.
Top
Alfred,
dog.
I love
Christmas dinners and all that. But yeah, I think just Marvel vs. Capcom for me. My dad owns the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 arcade machine. I had it on the Dreamcast. I've had it on the Xbox. I've had it on the PlayStation. I love those characters. I love that combat. It's just an awesome game. I'm 100%. What about you, Joe?
I love the first Injustice. I can't play it worth a damn because to me, it does still feel like a Mortal Kombat with a different skin. Because it's made by the same NetherRealms.
Yeah.
But my heart will always be for Marvel vs. Capcom. I've always loved every single one of their games. Love them to death. And most of all, because come September, I'm going to make Proper BO my bitch.
Because of the My Xbox and Me tournament that we will be hosting. Don't know if it's going to be the day of release. We still got to iron out those creases.
It doesn't matter if it's a day of release, a week from release, a year release. Proper BO is going to get properly fucked by yours truly at Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And you can blink, you can cry. You
mean Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, not 3.
Whatever. He's going to get spanked.
Someone's getting spanked. But thank you very much for your email, Mike. Appreciate it. This one. This is from Charlie. It's from Yami. It's from your boy Yami. And it says, "You guys, it's Charlie, aka Yami. It's been a hot minute since I've emailed you. Yeah, where the fuck you been, Yami? Because it's a slow news week, and I saw it on the Facebook post, I figured I'd ask a few random questions. Number one, what dormant game franchise would you love to see get a remake or a remastered of?" Okay, we'll start with that one. Joe, feel free to go first.
Oh, dude, you got me first.
Dormant war. Okay, a dormant IP. Dormant meaning not being used. I would love a remake of Spider-Man 2.
The one on the
PS1.
PS1, not the. Okay. Amazing Spider-Man. I'll take another Marvel franchise. Remember that Hulk game back in like the Xbox days?
Yeah, on the PS2 and the Xbox.
Destruction or something, right?
Yeah. The one. I know which one you're on about. Yeah.
I would love to see that. That game was fucking awesome. When you rip the cars in half, you get the metal gloves.
Obviously, we're already getting a remake of the best game of all time, which is Resident Evil 2. So while we're at it, why not remake Resident Evil 3? Because it's not a bad game either, with Nemesis in HD. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? While you're at it, Haley, why not do Code Veronica? Remake Code Veronica as well. Yeah. Fucking every Resident Evil game on the franchise, let's remake them all. I'm done.
Mario Sunshine, so people could see what a great character could do in a really shitty game.
Are you kidding me? This is the wrong podcast, Joe. I keep telling you, my Xbox and me.
We're saying there's no. I'm making fun of Nintendo on that one. Let me give a few hits in there.
You can't punch Nintendo. They make Mario. We like him. All right, number 2. If you could be in any movie, which one would it be? Yami, you realize this is a games podcast, right? I'd be in the Resident Evil films. Because even having me in it couldn't save that shit. So why not be in it? I'd be Alice, but I'd be the male version of Alice.
I would be I'd be a stormtrooper, dude.
Joe wants to be a stormtrooper.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it one bit.
Ooh. You wouldn't see your face. What's the point? I don't think he took his headphones off. I said you wouldn't be able to see your face. What's the point?
That's fine, dude. I don't even care if I'm in a frame of a Star Wars movie, as long as I'm there and I could point. You see that? You see that guy?
That's me.
That's me.
You see that overweight black mixed race guy there? That's me.
That's me, man.
Okay.
Jabba's son over
there. Number 3. What game franchise are you ashamed to say you love?
Ashamed?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. It's ashamed to say I love. I don't know. I'm never ashamed of anything. I just sort of own it. I'm just like one of those guys.
Shame. Let me see if I have a.
Let me.
Because I'd be like Time Splitters. It's corny, but
Time Splitters is awesome.
Time Splitters, dude. Phil, get me on the phone with Crytek. I'll get you that game exclusive for you. Kingdom Hearts is a little corny, but I love that game too. A lot of people love that game. So it's not like a game that I could say like, "Oh, I'm embarrassed to play." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never sat down and played a bad game. Yeah. And been like, oh, that's a Army of 2. I enjoyed Army of 2, and a lot of people didn't like that. Yeah, I can't really think of any off the top of my head, honestly. And last but not least, suggest some British music to me. 2. Thanks a lot, guys. Love you guys. Yami. Sent from my iPhone, aka Katana, but she likes to be called Siri. Awesome. British music, listen to grime. Grime is on the forefront right now, which is rap-ish type music. It's like a sub-genre of rap, even though grime people don't like it if you say that. And listen to an artist called Stormzy, Skepta, and Dave.
I got a few British bands maybe you guys never heard of. Little Underground.
If you say what I think you're gonna say, I'm gonna hit you.
A little band called The Beatles.
I'm gonna knock you out.
And Queen.
Yep.
Yeah, those are my 2 favorite bands of all time. You play Queen, it's amazing. I'll sing along. Beatles, same here. I love Beatles. Yeah.
Last but not least, email. I really don't know how to start this other than saying hi, Fixer and co-host.
Oh shit! All the hate today. All the hate. I get it, guys.
The only reason I'm writing this is because Fixer said he would give me cookie, 3 hugs, and a Xbox game of my choice. Did I? To be honest, I just wanted to ask how you are doing. Smiley face from Angel Boy. Thank you very much for your email, Angel Boy. Again, if you want to email in, and by if you want to, I mean you have to, my Xbox and me podcast at gmail.com. Yeah, let's just keep this show on the road and keep going. I'm doing fine. I feel like we've had a very okay episode, Joe. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, it's slow news week, man. It sucks. I hate when they're slow. But you got people,
do you know what it means when they're slow?
Running their mouths, you know.
You know what it means when they're slow? It means we're getting closer to E3.
Oh man, that week of horror.
I can't wait.
Oh, I could wait.
I could jizz my pants how excited I am. I've already jizzed my pants twice this episode. I would jizz it again.
Whoa. When and what points?
Don't worry about that. When you put that Stormtrooper helmet on, I was like, that done it for me. I was done. I was like, oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. Some of that
no,
what's that wrestler's name? Damn it. Macho Man. Oh yeah.
Macho Man, Randy Savage. Yeah, I got it.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
Let's plug and get ourselves out of here, my friend. Starting with your gamer tag, what is it?
Mine is MXAM space Polygames.
Legend.
On the Xbox. Okay. Nowhere else. This week, come video wise, we talk about the 2DS over there at Polygames, but we also, the more interesting video, I'll say, is how I talk about diversity for diversity's sake in video games. The checkbox.
Fuck up, you got there before me. I hate you.
I know. The checkbox list. I'll put it down there in the Facebook group if you guys want to take a look at it. I'm actually really proud of that one, and there's some really great conversations in the comments section. And then also, hopefully by the time the podcast is out, we'll talk about why video games are art and you have to just get over it. So that's what you can check out at Polygames at YouTube.
Thank you. Could you ask Joe? This is in from Proper BO from live from the chat.
Okay.
Could you ask Joe to make his club and Xbox allow members to join? What are you on about? To make his club make his club on Xbox allow members to join.
Oh, I thought they can. Huh. Okay, I'll do that.
Cool. Yeah, join the My Xbox and Me club. We'd never use it ever, but
I tried once.
No sense. Yeah, we never use it, but yeah, you can. I always do it through my Twitch chat. If you're in my Twitch chat, you're more than likely playing with me. So, yeah. I did a interesting video, which some of you may have already seen or may not. Me and Haley did a 21 question quiz. Nothing to do with gaming. It's just some new stuff we're trying out on the channel, which has gone over crazy. Everyone loves it, apparently. It's meant to be very funny. It took me a long time to edit, so I'd appreciate if you guys could watch it. That was an hour video that I cut down. And
wow.
And I tried my best with the editing, and people seem to enjoy it. So, yeah.
It was fantastic.
One thing I do want to say before we end is the numbers have started slipping. I've noticed on SoundCloud a little bit. So if we can start sharing this, like if you're listening right now, whether you're at work, at home, cooking dinner, whatever it is you're doing, if you could just literally log onto Facebook and just share, saying check this out or something, it goes a long way. Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Numbler, Fumbler, and Crumbler. Literally, put it everywhere. It means more to me. Seeing someone share any of mine, I'm sure Joe will agree, mine or anyone's content, it warms my heart. So even if you can't support on Patreon, which I forgot to plug this episode, which you get your audio early at $3 there, $4, you know, all the jazz. You know it by now if you listened. Yeah, and I will do thank yous next month because we're having some issues on Patreon at the moment. So I will do thank yous, not next month, next week, sorry. Okay, until later, next week, I will love you, leave you, and I will see you all later.
Proper BO, you're mine, man.